Okay, today I am going to introduce how to answer different type of questions which are being asked in your board exam, pre-board examination, as well as other monthly tests. Ultimately, economics is an applied science. So since it is being an applied science, we should know how to apply the concept which we learned in our textbook. We have two textbooks, that is macroeconomics as well as Indian economic development. Now, I will just brief you what type of different questions are being asked in CBSE exam. Basically, the old pattern means what I mean to say is up to 2005, we had some traditional methods like very short answer, one line answer. Short answer questions may be 3 mark and 4 mark, having a paragraph of 100 words or 150 words. The long answer questions which are of 6 mark, having essay type of answers. Basically, the traditional question papers were concentrating on the knowledge part of the student, understanding part of the student, and application part of the student. We can very well take it as say 30, 20. This was the distribution. What they were trying to concentrate is basically not having much importance to applications. But now the CBSE has revised the question papers. The pattern of question paper is more like the question papers which the NEET entrance examination candidate or JEE entrance examination candidate or IIT G examination candidate, such type of questions are being now asked. So the present question paper has 4 type of question: multiple choice question, short answer type question, long answer type question. In short answer type question, we have two types, 3 marks and 4 marks. The MCQs, because the present board paper consists of 20 marks per MCQ. That means around 25% of the total mark is allotted to MCQ. Right? This MCQ will focus on so many skills a student must acquire while she or he is completing class 12. I am just put into 5 categories, that is critical and creative thinking question, higher order thinking skill question, value based questions, case based question, and multiple choice question. Right? This not only comes in 1 mark, can be in 3 mark or 4 mark or 6 mark. That means while you are completing your school education, you will have a person with abilities rather than having only knowledge, but you will have the ability to deal with the day-to-day economic issues. You will be having the skills to solve the economic issues which are coming before you, as well as to the task or to the country. Hence, the MCQs will be of various varieties like case-based question, assertion and reasoning type question, match the following question, statement analysis question. I think we have already given in the unit test. Once 2 statements will be given, you will have to identify which statement is correct, whether both the statements are correct, both the statements are false, 1 is correct or 2 is correct. Add man out. They give some words related to the concept. You will have to find out the word which is not related to that group. Similarly, image based question, we have already discussed in our first unit test, first periodical test. Related images of national income, say 2 sector flow may be there, or the components of aggregate demand may be there, or you may go for the components of savings and investment may be there. You will have to identify the various answers based on the image. Then data-based question, economics is based on numerical data. So several data-based questions is likely to come. And pick out the correct or incorrect, both are possible. Then comes the fill in the blanks. And of course, you will have true or false type of questions also. So I hope you are prepared for answering such type of question. Any doubt what type of questions will come in the board exam? Anyone?
No, sir.
Anyone? Deepika, any doubt is there? Are you clear? What about you, Gopi? Clear. So you are capable now to face the questions. Right, good. Now today what my topic is, what I am going to guide you, what I am going to give some input is about how to solve assertion and reasoning type questions. You are tuned for 6 type of questions. Normally 3 to 4 questions I am expecting for board exam. At least 2 questions will be there. One from Indian economic development and one from macroeconomics. So before I start how to answer this, what you are supposed to do in this, let me check what do you mean by assertion. Who can give me the answer? Assertion means what? Rona. What is assertion? What do you mean by assertion? What is assertion?
Sir, it is a question.
Be louder.
It is a question.
I think she's not clear. Ritika, can you throw some light on it?
Actually, some kind
Be louder.
of statements will be given.
Some kind of statement means.
A fact related to the lesson.
Okay.
And a reason will also be given.
No, I am asking only what do you mean by assertion? Srinidhi, sit down, good. Just turn back.
So assertion is a specific statement that has been given with related to the facts.
The fact, okay. Anyone else? Vishnu, can you share some of your views? What do you mean by assertion? A-S-S-E-R-T-A-O-N. What do you mean by that? I'm just asking the meaning of the term assertion. No, you are jumping into reason. My question is, what do you mean by assertion? Okay, doesn't matter. Assertion means a conclusion based on the lessons, the concept which you learn. For example, we are learning the national income already we have learned. National income accounting we have learned, right? Now let us frame an assertion and reasoning question and let us work out how we are going to identify it. Assertion means a conclusion. Reasoning means the reasons which are suited to the conclusion. Reasoning may be correct, may be incorrect, that we are going to analyze it. Right? Now in this type of question, they will give an assertion. They will give an assertion statement. Right? Followed by a reasoning statement also will be given to you. One assertion statement will be given, one reasoning statement will be given. What you are supposed to do is read the assertion statement. First identify whether the statement is related to which concept. Maybe, for example, national income accounting, may be related to factor income, may be related to transfer income, may be related to compensation of employees, or value-added method, or income method, or expenditure method, or externalities, or GDP and welfare. Right? First to work out from where this is being derived. Then you read the reasoning. Whether the reasoning given is genuine, whether the reasoning is appropriate to the assertion which is given in the question paper. Then you will have 4 options invariably. Can anyone tell me what are the 4 options are given? Yes, Ritika. Option 1 part, they normally give both assertion and reason is true. Okay, good. Second one, and R is correct explanation. Explanation to assertion. Right? Second statement, Govinda, what is the second statement? Normally we get
both assertion and reason.
Both assertion and reason is false. or you can say true. But R is incorrect. Right? Now don't you tell me the third statement only you get in the question paper.
Assertion is true, reason is false.
Assertion is true,
Reason is false.
reason is
False.
false. Okay, good. Srinidhi, what is the fourth statement you get?
Both assertion and reason is false.
Both assertion, reason is true.
False.
No, assertion is false, reason is true.
Assertion is false
Reason is true.
and the reason is true. Right? These are the options we get. Now I give a statement, all of you please note down and write also. Scholarship given by the government to the student is a factor payment. Scholarship given by the government is a factor payment. Right? This is the assertion which is given in the question paper. Scholarship given to the student is a factor payment. Now the reason what they are giving is, please note down clearly, factor payments are payment to someone for contribution in production of goods and services. Factor payment are payment to someone for contribution in production of goods and services. Now you got a question, assertion is given, reasoning is given. Now you will have to make a choice among these four options. Before you go to select the option, first identify which chapter it is asked. Can anyone tell me, Danya, can you tell me which chapter this question has been asked? From which chapter? Louder. You think, still you are thinking, very good. Vishnu, it is national income accounting chapter. Can anyone specifically tell me from which part of national income accounting chapter this is asked? This particular statement belongs to. Because you have to know, then only you will be able to draw the conclusions. You will be able to identify whether the given reasoning is correct or not. This is related to income method. We have already discussed income method. In income method, we have two components, the factor income, transfer income. Similarly, the factor payment and the transfer payment. So, statement is given, assertion is scholarship given by the government is a factor payment limit. Now, coming to the reasoning, factor payments are payment to someone for contribution in production of goods and services. Here the statement says scholarship given by the government is a factor payment. Why it is called factor payment? Because government is making payment. That means this can be treated in expenditure method also. According to expenditure method, what type of expenditure it is?
Government final consumption.
Government final
Consumption.
Yes, we need to be louder.
Government final consumption expenditure.
Government final consumption expenditure. And for the household sector, what type of income it is?
Private final consumption
No,
expenditure.
no. What type of income? Who is receiving?
It is a factor.
The private household sector receives. That means it is income. Transfer income. Understand? It is a transfer income. But here, scholarship given by the government is a factor payment. That means statement itself is not correct. Scholarship, how do we treat scholarship in national income accounting?
Transfer income.
Anyone, not all. Yes, tell me. Louder. We treat scholarship as transfer income. Can you tell me why Anjali it is treated as transfer income? Okay. One more reasoning is there. It is not through production process. It does not add to the flow of goods and services. That means the given assertion is false. You are confirmed. Now coming to the reason. Factor payments are payment to someone for contribution to production process. Suppose I get wage, you get interest, he gets rent. That is called as factor income. And the person who is paying, that is called as factor payment. Compensation of employees, operating surplus, which is received by rendering productive service. Therefore, reasoning is correct. But assertion is false. So now tell me, Litika, you work out which statement would be appropriate.
Sir, option 4.
Option?
4.
Why?
Sir, the given assertion is false.
Be louder.
The given assertion is false and the reason is true, sir. So
How the given assertion is false? What basis you say?
sir, actually,
Of course, in exam you are not going to explain, but now you have to understand how to work out. So that until otherwise you know the conceptual clarity, you will not be able to identify the correct option. So according to you, the assertion is false because assertion says scholarship is a factor payment. We understood already know that scholarship is a transfer payment. There ends the matter. And the reasoning is true because it is a clear statement. All factor payments are payment made to someone for contributing to the production process. Good? Okay, very good. Sit down. Now I will give one more question. Please note down the question. Next question. Very quickly, let us move on to the second question. Distance between two places is a stock concept. Distance between two places is a stock concept. This is the assertion. Right? Now the reasoning, please note down the reasoning. Are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Stock measures over a period of time. Stock measures over a period of time. I'll just give you 1 minute to think over whether the given assertion is correct, reasoning is correct. If both are correct, whether the reasoning is the correct explanation or wrong explanation, work out. It's very easy. If you have a conceptual clarity and you are able to apply it to the given situation, you will get 100% mark in this question. Quick. Anyone? Yes. Be louder.
Sir, assertion is true, reason is false.
Why?
Because stock, if we measure for point of
First,
time.
what is assertion? Assertion gives an example.
Yes, sir.
That is, distance between two places is a stock concept. Right? Now, the reason gives the meaning. That is, stock measures over a period of time. Right?
Yes.
Now, tell me which is correct.
Sir, assertion is true.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir,
No clarity. Anyone else who can clarify this? Yeah, come forward. Yes, Srinidhi, give us a big applause. Yes,
Because the distance between two particular points is measured at a point of time.
whether this is stock or flow?
It is a stock concept.
It is a stock, right? Because distance between two places doesn't change. It remains the same.
Yes.
Of course, you may take a different route, then it will change. ठीक है? लेकिन वो तो वही है. जितना डिस्टेंस है उतना ही रहेगा, वो बदलेगा नहीं. लेकिन जब हम पॉइंट पे आएंगे, स्टॉक एवं फ्लो. स्टॉक means the distance between two places is a stock concept. This is a given statement. Whether it is correct or wrong?
It is correct.
Correct. Now coming to the reason, stock measures over a period of time.
Wrong, sir.
Why? Because stock is the quantity which is measured at a particular point of time. For example, water in a tank, what is it? This is stock. Whereas water in a river,
It is a flow.
wealth of a nation,
Stock.
wealth of a nation, stock, money supply, flow. Because money supply is not a stock. Money supply denotes the amount of currency held by the public, which keep on changes. That is why now coming to the answer. Yes, really, according to you, what is the correct
Sir,
answer?
assertion is true, reason is false.
Do you all agree this?
Yes, sir.
Why? You tell me, Saranya, why this is the correct answer? You know, both of you. Saranya, be louder. No, no idea. You have to. Because you think, because this is testing your critical thinking, connecting the ideas. I think she is not ready. Okay, anybody else? Vishnu, why don't you try? Sit down.
Sir, stock is measured over.
Little louder. Look at the video also.
Sir, stock is a variable that is measured at a particular point of time.
Okay.
So the given reason is wrong.
Okay.
Assertion is true. So option C is correct.
That means stock is not related to particular point.
Stock is
It
related
is
to
related to
particular.
a particular point, not over a period of time. What does it mean? Over a period
It
means
means flow.
it's a flow.
Yeah.
Whereas the example is related to
Stock on stock.
therefore the conclusion is
Option C is true.
that's it. Good. Let us give a very big applause for our team. Now going to Indian economy also, I will give a small example. Quickly note down. One example from the first chapter. Let me give you India on the eve of independence chapter. We have all discussed. Now I am giving you an assertion. Please note down. Right. What is the assertion? Dadabhai Naoroji was the first who estimated national income under British rule. Dadabhai Naoroji is the first to what? Calculate national income under British rule. To estimate or estimate national income under British rule. Right? Now the conclusion or reason, per capita output increases near 0.5%. Per capita output increased just 0.5%. Who can try this question? Boys, I think your contribution is becoming less. Girls are dominating. Any boy who can try this? Maybe Sanjay, maybe Vishnu, maybe Yogeshwaran. Be louder. First of all, you have to try. Until you try, you will not be able to get the clarity. Make mistakes doesn't matter, but keep on correcting it. So if you want to do something, until you try, you may not.
Sir.
And while you are trying, maybe possibility of mistakes doesn't matter. Proceed.
Sir, option C is correct.
Option C. Why?
Sir, because both are not related.
Which are not related?
Per capita output and the
Dadabhai Naoroji calculating national income. Why they are not related? How do you say? Because these two are two different statements. But they are indirectly interconnected. Indian economy was a stagnant economy. The reason per capita output was increasing at a same rate. But Dadabhai Naoroji was the one who calculated national income for the first time. So we cannot talk about any connection between the given conclusion or given assertion and the reason for it. Suppose there is a statement that Indian agriculture was in stagnancy, then this would be attributed as a reason. Or we can say at the time of British, the Indian economy was a stagnant economy, then this could be an appropriate reason. Whereas for this particular statement, assertion is correct, but reason false.
Reason is
Reason
also
also
correct.
correct.
But it is not.
See, you are not supposed to verify whether the reason is correct to the assertion or not. Both are correct. Assertion is correct, reason is correct, but not the correct explanation of what?
Assertion.
That is what's most important. So try to identify whether the explanation is fitting to the assertion. This is what the idea behind this assertion reasoning question. Any doubt? Dono has no doubt. Litika, any doubt? Still, if you want to have a clarity, you may ask yes, Srinidhi.
So in this question, only data by knowledge has been mentioned.
Yes.
But there were also some notable economists who have calculated.
Well,
Calculated.
of course, but Dadabhai Naoroji is the pioneer. Need not be having all the person's name. Okay, right, good. Okay, thank you. Let us have other classes in days to come. We will discuss how different other type of questions can be tackled. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
In continuation of the earlier video, this is an introduction about how the CBSE question is being framed. What are the various type of questions which are being asked in CBSE question? Basically, CBSE question paper I have divided into two parts. The traditional pattern, right? The traditional pattern means the pattern of questions which were asked until, yeah, you can say up to 2010. Later the CBSE has changed the question paper pattern with lot of educational implications. The CBSE wanted to test not only the knowledge part but also various other domains of learning of a child. So I will talk about the new pattern. This classification only I am going to just explain to you. In the traditional pattern, the question paper was for 100 marks theory. Mostly they were concentrating on the theory part, 100 marks. In that, what they tried to test was your understanding, your knowledge, your application ability. Only three basic type. Only these three were mainly focused upon, right? That too, knowledge part was about 40%, you can say 30%, understanding was about 50%, and the application part was 20%. So to test this, they ask normally three type of question: one word, yeah, 1 mark question, 3 or 4 mark question, then 6 mark question, which used to be essay type question. Mostly this was expecting the memory of the student. They wanted to check whether students are able to memorize the content given in the book, whether they are able to reproduce the content in the book. Mostly textbook centered question paper was prepared. The CBSE did not concentrate on your curiosity, your critical thinking and other aspects. But of late, that is very well I can say after 2015, exactly speaking, the question paper pattern has gone into dynamic changes, focusing on various aspects of students' understanding. What way they try to ask is, they divided this into 80 marks theory and 20 marks practical, rather say project work. This itself is an advantage for students to learn the subject at ease. Here you need not memorize things, you need not reproduce what you have mugged up, you need not go through the textbook fully and reproduce in the examination. Rather, you can have your own creative ideology. What type of questions generally asked in this type is, first we can say MCQ, multiple choice questions. In the MCQ there are varieties. are questions asked. As I told you already, you can have the fill in the blanks. This is asked. Then we have the true or false. This is asked. Then we have match the following. This is being asked. Then we go for assertion and reasoning, as I discussed elaborately in my next video. Assertion and reasoning type of questions are asked. Then we go for statement analysis question. Right? Statement analysis question is asked. Then we go for the case-based question. Then data-based question. Then newspaper-based questions. So these are all some of the variety of questions which the CBSE is now asking in the board exam. The purpose is to give you a wide option. Not only you can reproduce what you learned from the book, but you can connect your learned ideas through the application aspect. That is why the dynamism is completely changed. Now they mainly go for 5 varieties of question already I told you. The higher order thinking skill question, where your curiosity will be tested. You will connect the, for example, externalities. The externalities, you know the meaning. Positive and negative externalities, which means the impact of a particular action upon the society. But now they are asking examples for positive externality, negative externality around your locality. Similarly, critical and creative thinking skill question. They may give a question related to Indian economy. For example, what is the benefit of Suez Canal? Here you can say, critically evaluate the impact of green revolution in India. These are all critical and creative thinking questions. Case-based question. They will give a paragraph about subsidy. They may give a paragraph about Niti Aayog. They may give a paragraph about Dr. Visvesvaraya. Or they may give a paragraph about China's recent innovative technology. Based on that, you will be asked a question. Then you may go for value-based question. Suppose a person is buying a car. What will be the impact on the society relating to externalities and what value? Say solar energy, why should it be promoted? Because it creates value to the society. Value-based question. And then we also go for data analysis question. They will give you a data related to foreign trade, related to budget, and they may try to ask you the question which you learned under your concept. So, dear children, my idea, my suggestion is be prepared for facing such type of question which will give you a clear idea. These questions cannot be answered just like that. For answering this question, first you develop clear knowledge of the content. Then you will have to understand the content properly. So when you have the knowledge and understanding of the content as well as concept, I think you will be able to score mark and answer this question in a very, very, very easy and simple manner. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, good.